What's up? It's your boy Mal. Today's another day in Tea Time. Tea Time with Mal is actually a segment where I talk about different kinds of experiences like spiritual, life, motivational, whatever. If that's something you're interested in, consider hitting the subscribe button down below for future content. Today's segment is about words and how your words have a lot of power. So my voice is still recovering. I don't know if you can tell, but I can feel it. I still want to do this video. I feel like it's super important. When I think about how words have power, I like to think back to this one instance in high school when a teacher said something to me and it really impacted me in a positive way. A long time ago in Bio AP, we had an assignment. So this assignment in biology was like a little paper essay thing about something. I honestly can't remember the subject, but I just remember doing it twice, and here's why. For the assignment, I remember doing my paper ahead of time. I was done early. I was pretty proud of it, right? I had my opinions in it. I was stating things that I learned in class. I did all that good stuff. And I was just proud, right? And the day before it was due, the person that I was dating at the time actually did not do her paper. She didn't have computers at home, and she wasn't able to stay late after school to do her homework. So, me being the gentleman that I am, I had to do it for her. So I did. I had to wake up at 5 in the morning, and I was typing up her paper. Now this paper, I did like everything. You know, I referenced it, I cited things, and I was just looking stuff on the internet and talking about it. And it was really good. And I tried my best to make sure it did not sound like me. Like it did not sound like I wrote it. And I gave it to her. I just like stop right there. Kids, don't do other people's work, okay? Just don't. But anyways, I did it, and we turned it in. And I was excited for mine. You know, I was jazzed. I was like, yo, I got an A on this. I'm smart. I know bio. Let's go. And then a couple of days later, we got the grading for our assignments back. Teacher comes around, you know, puts her reports on her desk, and I look at mine, and I was like, what? I got a C. And then I look at the grade of the person that I was dating at the time, and I was like, what? You got an A? So yes, she got an A, while I got a C. In my mind, I was like, but I did both reports. How did this happen? So then I asked the teacher, like, you know, what happened? What happened with the grades? And I remember he said something along the lines of this. Look, Mal, you didn't cite anything. You didn't reference anything. And you used your own voice. You used a lot of I's when you should have been using third person. I know you can do better than this. Yeah? I could have done better than the report that I gave him. I know. It's funny because the report that I worked on, that I was so proud of for myself, I spent like 2-3 hours on that, trying to write it, get the facts and whatever. But the one that I did for the girl that I was dating, I only spent like an hour, maybe an hour and a half on it, and she got an A. So when he gave me that grade, I did not feel bad. I did not feel hurt. I knew I could do better because I did better. I did it in half the time it took me to do my own. But what really stuck with me was that he said he knows that I can do better. And little did he know, I knew I could too. Since then, like, if I ever feel like I'm down on myself or I feel like I can't do anything better, I always reference that moment in my life where my science teacher told me that he believed in me. I always feel like I can do better than what I'm doing now. So, Teach, if you're watching this, I want to say thank you for that. That moment really helped me believe in myself more. Made me believe I could do a lot more. So when I know I have students that are struggling or there's just someone messing up, I truly believe that they can do better. I truly believe that they are so much more than what they're giving at the moment. And I always tell them that. It's those little tiny moments, those simple words that can empower someone when they're feeling down. They can remember it and it'll lift them up. So that's why words have power. That's why when we say things, we have to be careful. And by we, I mean, you know, just people in general, right? He was a very impactful teacher in my life. I didn't mention him in the previous video because I didn't want to make it too long, but I did want to have his own video for this. So thank you again. And always people, teachers, parents, grown-ups, guardians, whatever, kids, we should spend the time to try and lift people up and tell them how we really feel, whether you believe in them, care about them, love them. Saying these things will always leave an impact on someone. So instead of leaving a bad impact, why not leave a great one? One that they carry with them through their hard times. So if you find yourself in a position where you can help someone, please do. You might make the world a better place. But anyways, that's the end for this video. There's not much more I need to say on the point, but, you know, if you're a teacher, remember to say these empowering words because they stick with the students. If there are any other topics or anything you want me to cover, please leave it in the comments down below. So, if you want to see more of what I do, consider hitting the subscribe button down below for future content. And if you like what you see, hit the like button. Follow me on social media if you want to get updates or just talk to me about my new videos. And all I want to say is, thanks for watching. Until next time, see ya.